Hello, I'm still live and I'm finally coming at you guys with an update video on everything that's been going on and why I haven't uploaded a YouTube video in such a long time. And I thought I'd owe it to you guys to give you guys an update on everything and specifically my health, because I noticed that I'm still receiving a lot of comments and a lot of messages from you guys asking me how I've been doing regarding my health. And I'm also still seeing a lot of comments of you guys telling me your story, and so I thought I would just come on here and just talk to you guys. However, I do want to apologize in advance because I feel like this video is going to be all over the place, but I'm just gonna try to make it as quick and as easy to understand as I can, if that makes any sense. And I'm also gonna try my best to get back to as many comments as I can that I have been receiving in the last couple months or so, as well as new comments. Also, just quickly wanted to say that first and foremost, I hope you guys are all doing well. We are all living in some crazy times. It feels so surreal, and I literally have no words. It's just some really sad and crazy times that we're living in right now. So I really do hope that everyone is staying safe and staying healthy, and hopefully we will all get through this as soon as possible and we will all be able to get back to our normal lives. So since my very last upload up until now, and why I went MIA was because I just got busy with a lot of things in my life at that time. I didn't really manage my time very well, and so I feel like I just didn't have enough time to be able to upload frequently, as frequent as I was doing in the past. With that being said, since my last upload up until now, a lot of things have changed in my life. And the main update that I wanted to give you guys was on my health, because like I said, I didn't realize how much, how do I explain this? I didn't realize how much attention my thyroid story video was going to receive. To this day, that video is still the one with the most views. And so I didn't realize how much I was going to connect with people through that video. Since my last thyroid update, I will go ahead and link it down below, or you guys can go ahead and go back on my uploads and watch it. In that video, I did mention to you guys that at that time I was on a homeopathic treatment at the time. I am no longer currently on it anymore. Now, with that being said, I do want to add a quick little side note that even though I'm not on the homeopathic treatment anymore, I still would 100% recommend it to anyone who has that option to be able to take a more natural approach. I've mentioned before in my previous videos, and I will mention it again, I am no doctor, so please just take your doctor's recommendations and whatever he or she recommends as far as treatment goes. So after I stopped that treatment, I actually started seeing a new endocrinologist, which, by the way, he is amazing. He's by far the best one that I've had. Basically, my options as far as treatment goes are the same as they've always been. So if you guys have not watched my previous videos, then I would definitely suggest watching them and just catching up on everything so everything all makes sense. But as far as treatment option goes, I have two treatment options, and one of them is to take a radioactive iodine pill, and the other one was to have an operation done to have my thyroid completely removed. Not to have my whole thyroid completely removed, but to have the side that has the overproduction going on, which is causing the hyperthyroidism. So I would just have half of it taken out. So to make a long story short, I went in one day. I had made an appointment because I finally had made up my mind on a treatment option. I had been researching my options. I actually even met up with a surgeon, the one who was or is maybe in the future going to perform the operation on me. I met up with him and we discussed the pros and cons of having an operation done, things like that. So you can definitely say that I did my research on it. I made an appointment with him one day to come in and my mind was made up. I came in and I told him that I wanted to get the radioactive iodine pill done. And that's what I wanted to do. That's what I had decided to go with at the time. And he did say it was okay for me to do. Now, with that being said, he did mention that before we were able to proceed with the treatment, that he did need to perform an ultrasound as well as a biopsy on my thyroid, just to make sure that everything was okay. So he did that the exact same day that I went in, and as he was looking at his screen while he was doing the ultrasound, he mentioned to me that he saw a lot of fluid buildup on my thyroid. Now, he did say that everything else looked good, everything else looked normal, but he did want to take a sample of the fluid and send it off for testing, so therefore a biopsy. Initially, it was just supposed to be like a sample of the fluid, but he said that he wanted to try to take as much fluid out of my thyroid as he could and see if that would help or if that would make any difference. By the way, the biopsy, I don't know if it's because I have a high pain tolerance, but the biopsy itself did not hurt at all for me. It's just a bit uncomfortable because obviously there's like a needle going down your thyroid, but besides that fact, it didn't hurt. I guess it can vary by person depending on your pain tolerance, but like I said, for me, it was just a bit uncomfortable. I have done it so many times now, which I will get to in a second, that it just doesn't hurt at all, and I'm like used to it at this point. I kid you not, he took out, I want to say the very first time he took out, I want to say, gosh, I have such a bad memory. I have such a shitty memory, so I apologize. But I want to say he took out at least 8 tubes of fluid. I don't exactly remember how big the tubes were, but I want to say they were probably around, I want to say maybe they were around that size. It's crazy, I know. After the whole procedure was done, he did say that I had to wait about 2 weeks for my results to come in. Finally, I got a phone call back and they told me that everything looked good, everything was okay. It was honestly such a relief to hear that, and thank God everything just came out good, everything came out normal. Now, after I received my results, I made a follow-up appointment to basically to see where we would go from there. And in that follow-up appointment, my endocrinologist mentioned that since there is fluid buildup on my thyroid, that the radioactive iodine treatment pill would not work on me. Let me go ahead and explain that to you guys real quick because it might not make a lot of sense. The radioactive iodine pill will kill off my thyroid, but it won't help with the fluid buildups. He did say that the best solution for that would be getting the operation done, and that is the only way that it will be removed. He did say that if it was for cosmetic purposes that I wanted to have it completely removed, then obviously having the operation done would be the best option. But you know, honestly, for me, it's never been about the cosmetic reasons. I just want to be healthy, and that's really all that matters to me. This has been a part of me for years and years, and it's been a part of my life. It's really who I am and how I've come to help people and to connect with people here on YouTube. So he did say that since my case is not urgent, he did say that I either have the option to have an operation done or to continue on my medication for my hyperthyroidism and just continue follow-ups with him. I decided to continue on my medication and continue follow-ups with him. And now basically what that means is that I am taking a pill every single day to help control my hyperthyroidism, and I'm also getting blood drawn every 3 months and just getting my thyroid levels checked, as well as having a follow-up appointment with him every 6 months. So he did mention to me previously that I would have this option that every time that I come in and have an appointment with him, that we would be removing the fluid from my thyroid every 6 months, and obviously that gets sent off to testing. And remember how I mentioned at the beginning of this video that when I first got the biopsy done, I had about 8 tubes of fluid taken out. I kid you not when I tell you this, the very last time that I had a biopsy done, which was, I want to say it was a couple months ago. I want to say it was either November or December. I can't really remember. Again, here comes my shitty memory. My gosh. I want to say that it was maybe about 5 tubes of fluid. And I've had the biopsy done a couple of times already. I want to say maybe like 4 or 5 times already. So to go from that amount to now, it's completely insane, and it blew my mind. And honestly, I really do see a difference from, especially when I go back and I look at myself, like from previous videos, previous pictures up until now, I see a huge difference. And maybe not a lot of people might not be able to tell, but I can for sure tell. That's currently where I'm at right now, and I can honestly say that I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that up until this point, everything has been going really well as far as my health goes. Looking back from years and years ago, when this problem first began, I was very fatigued. I was very tired all the time. I was losing weight. I just didn't feel good. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel healthy, and I didn't know why. And looking back and looking at myself to where I am now, it's a huge difference. I think basically what I'm trying to get at right now is don't lose hope, and don't feel like you're alone in this. I know, not just for like people who are suffering from thyroid problems like I am, people who are suffering from any other kind of disease or any other kind of illness. As cliche and as cheesy as this may sound, just stay positive and think positive thoughts. I think at a time like this, I think we can all use some positivity in our lives. I also wanted to quickly mention before I end this video, there's just a lot going on right now and a lot of negativity going on right now. It's good to stay informed on what's going on, but don't let that consume your mind and your thoughts, because it's going to make you go completely insane. So you really want to take care of yourself right now and just do things that make you happy. Do things that keep you sane and keep you from thinking these negative thoughts and consuming your mind with all of this. I think this is where I want to leave off this video, and I feel like this is a good note to leave it off on. Like I previously mentioned before at the beginning of this video, that I am going to be replying to previous comments that were left on my videos and things like that, responding to messages that I really need to get back to, I really want to get back to. Like I said, if you guys just want to talk to someone, or if you guys just want to chat, or you want to keep up with me, then let me know and I will send you my Instagram handle and you guys can follow me on there, because I'm definitely a lot more active on there. So with all of that being said, I hope this video was helpful in any way, and I will talk to you guys later.